All right, let me catch you up. Carrie Underwood had to sing America the Beautiful a cappella at the inauguration because the backing track went out. They were supposed to be outdoors and then they came indoors and something happened in that transition there. So she just decided to sing it a cappella. Then Ariana Grande liked a post where someone was criticizing Carrie Underwood in that post saying, "Girl, find the note." They were basically saying that Kamala Harris was giving her this look from behind her when she was singing, like, "Girl, find the note." And Ariana Grande liked that post, which has created a little bit of drama. So this is where I step in, being a vocal instructor for the last 25 years. Let's analyze if she did find the note or if she didn't find the note, and then we can sort of talk a little bit about Ariana Grande throwing shade like that, you know? And I mean, I'm just saying we're coming off of her having performed Wicked, where it was incredibly pitch corrected, and now she's throwing shade at someone who had to do an a cappella performance because of an audio collapsing issue. So we can talk about how we feel about that. All right, so here's what we're going to do. This software right here is called Melodyne. This is the industry standard for pitch correction and pitch analysis. And what I did was I extracted her vocal from the video and I pulled it into the software Melodyne here, and we're looking at it. Now, for those of you who have musical knowledge already, the key that she is intending to sing in here is the key of G. So if you're looking at the melody notes, she should be working in the key of G, all right? So that would mean the starting note should be a D natural, okay? Here we go. We're going to listen all the way through, then I'm going to go back and stop and start and say what I think about each note that she's singing.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
All right, there it is. There we go. Okay, first impressions. Here's the thing. Were there some notes that were out of tune in this a little bit? Yeah. Is that normal for an a cappella singing experience? Yes, even at the highest level of performing. I think that she did a phenomenal job at the a cappella, even though I did clearly hear there were a couple notes that weren't perfect. And this is the thing. We're living in a world of music right now where everything is so heavily pitch corrected. And I have to say, Ariana Grande is one of those singers, and she's the one throwing shade at someone who is not pitch correcting their vocal right now. So that kind of doesn't feel like so good to me. You know, I don't feel that's the most high vibrating thing to do. Ariana Grande can sing live a cappella very well. I have some recordings of her doing that, but still, you know, I don't like that whole thing, throwing shade around. I think Carrie Underwood did an amazing job. Pretty spectacular. Let's go through and look at it, though, and I'll show you some of the notes that were not in place and some of the notes that were in place. By the way, we were in the key of G, and she ended on a G that was pretty in tune, so she didn't drift in pitch accuracy as the thing went on, which was really good.
Oh,
That beau of beautiful that we're stopped on right now, that's a little bit sharp. That should be down in between the gray lines on the D.
beautiful for space.
Spay right there is pretty good on the first half of the note, but right where the cursor is stopped, it's a little bit sharp.
Skies for
Good. The A down there, she was on the sky. She was a little bit in, she was in tune on the first part, then it drifted down.
amber waves.
That was all pretty in tune. Teeny bit sharp on the D when she got there, but that's very in tune there.
Of grain.
Spot on. She's doing, the D is great right there. The vibrato's up and down. It's a sliver sharp, but basically good.
For purple
Good.
mountain majesties.
Little under on that A down there.
Above
That A was good.
the fruit
Little sharp on that B. Good on the A. Ooh, but that was money. That B up there, man, that was spot on. Really good.
America,
Good A.
America,
Good. Teeny bit sharp on the G there, but very good.
God save.
Good. God was good. The vibrato. So when you see the vibrato, see how it goes up and down there? As long as it goes up and down over the center of the pitch it's supposed to be, it sounds in tune. And that's pretty good. It's a sliver sharp, but our ear would perceive that as in tune. As with even these things I'm saying that are sharp, by the way, very subtly sharp, okay, or flat. Like we're off a tiny amount, not an amount that would be enough to be like pitchy. This is not pitchy, okay, even though I'm pointing out things that I'm seeing which are sharp or flat. And that's a thing we have to understand from all of this stuff. Like, we're so used to now listening to people pitch correct it to standard A440 tuning that it's like this natural stuff. We look at it and it's like, oh my God, I got to fix it. I got to fix it. It's like, well, wait, do you need to fix it because you're looking at the note and it looks out of tune? Or do you need to fix it because it sounds out of tune? That's the key. And it's about building that skill to be able to hear, oh, that was a little under, oh, that was right on, you know?
His grace on thee.
I just like to show you the software. Like, I would be telling you these same things. If I just closed my eyes and listened, I would hear all of these things I'm telling you. So many of you don't have your ear training to a level where you can hear that. And that's why we want to use visual aids like I'm using right here. That's pretty good. So those G's and crown, she's a teeny bit sharp. Little sharp there. But not so sharp that it sounds weird. Like it sounds like, ooh, unless you have crazy, crazy perfect pitch. Or you're like a voice teacher, maybe. So look at that right there. That's the G. She's bang on the G ending. After singing a cappella that whole time, she ends perfectly in tune. She started a sliver sharp, but then she course corrected as she went. That's amazing. That's amazing. It's very common to drift keys as you're singing something a cappella, which if you ever have been in a choir and you've had a friend or you've known someone who has perfect pitch, that's maddening. It's maddening for them because like the pitch of the choir, the whole choir is changing because everyone is singing in relation to each other. So when like the choir drifts sharp, everybody drifts sharp, except the perfect pitch people lose their minds because they can hear it. I've had a few students like that over the years. So overall, my assessment of her performance was that she did an amazing job. This is really, really hard to do. Singing a cappella is really hard to do. Just picking up a mic and singing a song. You know, she had to hold on to the note from the backing track that started to play, then stopped, and that kind of set the key in her mind. She didn't get the note in between that moment and then starting to sing. She just jumped right in and went for it. Really, really good work. This was an amazing performance. So that's my take on it. I think it's very impressive that she did this and that Ariana Grande was throwing shade at her for this performance. I don't think that's a high vibrating thing to do at all. And I would just expect a little more professionalism from her about things like this when she's commenting on singing from other high-level performers. And it's just not respectful, and especially from an artist who is doing so much pitch correction work herself that she's allowing on her vocals to then criticize someone who was singing a cappella like that. I'm not a fan of that kind of thing. So that's kind of why I wanted to talk about this video. I wanted to shoot this video. What do you think? Do you think it was so pitchy that it really ruined the experience for you? Or did you think it sounded pretty good? I liked it. When I first heard it, I was like, good for you. I could tell right away that it was a clean and not a pitch corrected or auto-tuned vocal. So I was really just impressed with that, you know. So let me know what you think. If you like this video, subscribe, click the notification to stay up to date. And again, like I said, if you need a voice teacher online or in person in the Manhattan tri-state area, hit us up. Link is in the description. That was interesting. See you soon. Cheers.